The Rise of Federations, Season 1, The Birth of Federations. Episode 3. The Andromeda Peace weeks had passed since the first meeting of the Orion Council. Within the cold, metallic corridors of Nexum Station, the tension among the Federation representatives was still a tangible force. Despite their differences, a single, unifying purpose bound them together, preparing for a catastrophe they all saw coming. As Aeron Valen studied the star charts of Solaris, his focus was broken by an incoming message. It wasn't just any communication. This signal was coming from a region far beyond the Elythar Accord, a place untouched by their immediate politics. The signature it carried held a weight, a reputation that even surpassed that of the chairman of the Elythar Council. Luna Ray approached him, her voice a mix of awe and caution. A peace proposal from Andromeda. Another galaxy is trying to end its own internal conflicts, and they want to establish contact with us. Yara Solen, ever the pragmatist, looked as angry as ever, but her anger was laced with vigilance. Another galaxy? For peace? Or is it a trap? We can't afford to be naive. Zane, on the other hand, saw opportunity. He spoke with his characteristic smile, though a serious undertone was present. Maybe this is a chance for us. Think of it, new markets for Varnus. Jokes aside, reaching out to an entirely different galaxy is a huge risk. But the potential rewards, they could be immense. Unit 7 processed the situation in its usual silent, analytical manner. Data must be verified. Andromeda employs technologies different from our own. Establishing communication could allow us to bolster our defenses. However, it may also introduce new, unknown threats. The Orion Council didn't hesitate. A special task force was immediately formed. Their mission was clear: to meticulously examine the peace proposal from Andromeda and forge the necessary diplomatic connections. Aeron Valen was appointed as its leader. He chose his team carefully, bringing Luna Ray, Yara Solen, Zane, and Unit 7 with him. This selection ensured that every area of expertise, from diplomacy and psychic insight to military strategy and technological prowess, was represented. After what felt like an eternity traversing the vast, silent voids between galaxies, the task force arrived in Andromeda. It was a breathtaking sight, a galaxy defined by brilliant spiral arms and a multitude of habitable planets. But beneath the beauty, the atmosphere was heavy, scarred by the chaos and war it had endured for so long. Their first destination was the heart of the peace effort, the city of Elythar, Andromeda's central hub. Here, a council governed, led by an elegant and charismatic woman named Yara Solen. Yara welcomed Aeron and his team with a grand ceremony. She had dedicated herself to paving the path for peace agreements, and the arrival of this team from beyond her own galaxy was a powerful symbol of hope for her and her people. We in Andromeda have seen too many years of war and destruction, Yara explained, her voice resonating with both strength and weariness. Just like your federations, we understand that we must come together to survive. That is why we wish to cooperate with you. What followed were days of intense meetings, discussions, and negotiations. Yara explained that a structure similar to the Orion Council had been formed in Andromeda, but it was still fragile. Several radical factions, clinging to old rivalries, fiercely opposed the peace, threatening to unravel everything she had worked for. One night, under the shimmering city lights of Elythar, Aeron and Luna had a private conversation. The question that had been weighing on Aeron's mind finally surfaced. What about Rakarn and those like him? Does Andromeda face a similar kind of threat? Luna's gaze drifted toward the alien stars. The shadow here takes a different form than it does in Orion, but it is a shadow nonetheless. There are remnants of an ancient, powerful civilization in Andromeda. They lie dormant for now, but if they were to awaken, an intergalactic war would be unavoidable. Aeron took a deep breath, the gravity of their situation settling upon him. Then the peace we build here won't just determine our fate. It will decide the fate of all galaxies. While the diplomats talked, Zane and Unit 7 were busy infiltrating Andromeda's underground networks and security systems. They needed to understand the hidden threats. The cyber infrastructure here is different from ours, but it's also more fragile, Zane reported. The radical groups have plans, serious ones. If we don't take precautions, these peace agreements will be nothing more than empty words on a page. Unit 7 analyzed the data with its cold logic. Great wars are won not just with technology, but with consciousness. We cannot afford to be deficient in either field here. The two decided to work together. developing new technological and psychological defense protocols specifically for Andromeda. Their goal was twofold: to prevent cyberattacks and to raise public awareness, strengthening the peace from the inside out. Meanwhile, Kira Drexel was meeting with Andromeda's military leaders. Her initial interactions were rigid and distant, a clash of military cultures. But gradually, Kira found common ground with them. She spoke of the exhaustion of war, the endless sacrifices required, and the heavy price of conflict. In one pivotal meeting, Andromeda's chief general approached her, his expression one of newfound respect. "There is much we can learn from your Draconis discipline," he admitted. "Perhaps a lasting peace can only be protected by a strong defense." Kira's eyes held a new kind of determination. "Peace is achieved not just through strength, but through understanding. I came here to learn that lesson with you." And finally, after long and arduous negotiations, the Andromeda Peace was signed. In a historic ceremony, representatives from both the Orion Council and Andromeda's new coalition swore an oath to uphold intergalactic peace and cooperation. The moment echoed across the cosmos, from Nexum Station in Orion to the great city of Elythar in Andromeda. But the celebration was short-lived. Immediately after the ceremony, a high-priority warning arrived. A message, unearthed from Zane's deep network probes, revealed that the radical groups opposing the peace were planning a massive, coordinated attack. Their targets were the very hearts of both galaxies, their diplomatic centers. That night, as fireworks of peace lit up the sky, Aeron, Luna, and Kira gathered in Andromeda's defense center. Yara Solen stood with them, her face grim. "This peace was hard-won," she said, her voice firm. "And it can be so easily lost." Unit 7 joined the group, its optical sensors glowing. "An attack is expected. We are ready, but this was only the first step. Greater darknesses are approaching." Luna closed her eyes, concentrating her psychic power, her senses extending into the void. "Karn and those like him, they are coming, for us and for you. This peace stands directly in the way of their plans." Aeron's resolve was absolute. "Then we will fight together. This is no longer just a war for Andromeda or Orion. This is a war for the survival of all galaxies." As the morning sun of a new day rose over Elythar, the light of the Andromeda Peace shone a little brighter. Yet shadows still clung to the edges of this newfound hope. New friendships had been forged, but new and more dangerous threats had emerged alongside them. The first great step toward intergalactic peace had been taken, but the true test was only just beginning. The question remained, hanging in the star-filled expanse. Will the light of this new galactic dawn be able to overcome the shadow of the coming darkness? The Orion Council and the Andromeda Peace had opened the doors to a new era. But as they all now knew, in the vastness of space, true peace belongs only to those who are willing to struggle for it. Together. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for the next chapter in the Rise of Federations.